Hello there, and welcome back to Way of the Hunter. So, we're going to resume where we left off in the last episode, but I have returned to the closest hunting lodge because I just couldn't resist. I couldn't resist playing some of the game today. I didn't continue with the story. I did a free hunt on a different map to Perce Valley. I bought a new site, so I'm wondering if that is game-wide or whether that is just specifically related to the free hunt. So yeah, I've just come back to the closest lodge, which isn't the lodge we started out at. As you can see at the top of the screen there, the permission to hunt in this land is required. So I think the way this works is that you need to do some jobs for the owner of the cabin, and then you're able to hunt on their piece of the land. So if we look in here, our starting lodge is down here, or ranch, and here is the one that we have just discovered. However, even if we decide not to do the missions, we can still hopefully just go in here. Where's the safe where I can look at my inventory? Well, I don't know how to get to my inventory now without going back to our main lodge, which I don't really want to do. Maybe that's what you have to do. You have to go back to your own lodge to access your inventory. It's weird though, because you can sleep here. So I would have thought you can access your inventory here as well. Aha! You can do it at your vehicle. Okay, perfect. So let's take a look at what we have here. We've got our 22, which we want to keep equipped. But in the little free hunt I did earlier today, I did buy a new sight. So I want to equip that to both of our rifles because it's up to a 16x. And so the one we have right now is only a 7x. So yeah, I want to equip the 16x. Why can't I equip it to that? Huh. Oh well. We'll equip it to the 22. And then we can use it to hunt down some of them ducks. So let's jump in back in our vehicle. And before we accept any more missions, we're going to go find those ducks. We need 2 more that weigh up at least 0.8 kilos. So let's go back down to the marsh area where we were, and let's go on a duck hunt. Is that ducks I hear? Oh, it is as well. I think we need to do the missions for Ruiz first of all. Okay, so there's a couple of other tasks here to complete as well. So let's activate this. I think this will give us a way to get access to this land so we can hunt on it. So where does he want us to go? He wants us to go right up there. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be driving around then. Yeah, we're going to have to drive all the way up here and then cross the river. Okay. Okay, so we've completed the mission here. And so now what do we have to do? Let's go back to objectives. Does that mean we have permission to hunt here now? No. That's strange. I thought it would give us permission to hunt, or it would lead to another mission that we had to do to get that permission to hunt. So I'm not quite sure what this guy wants us to do. Maybe if we go back to the lodge, or Ruiz cabin, there'll be something else to do there. Okay, so there's a moose. Okay, so we have to harvest a western moose with a trophy rating of 2 stars or more. Alright, so I don't think we can... Yeah, we can't get any closer than we are. I guess we don't really need the vehicle because this says that there are western moose nearby. The thing I'm not sure of is it says permission to hunt required in this area, and yet this is the only area where we can find moose, isn't it? Or maybe we have to do it down here. Yeah, I think that's probably the better idea. We wouldn't go here to do it because we can't hunt here yet. We'll go down here. Okay. So there are moose direct ahead. They're only 200 meters away, so we're going to take a nice slow sneak over there. See if we can get a good angle on one. The wind is perfectly in our favor. It's blowing directly towards us. So we just need to be patient and sneak up on the moose. Okay, they're really close. I'm going to get up to where this rock is, straight ahead, and we should have a good angle on it. I actually don't know what's on the other side, but we will see. Okay, so they're really close by. Or something's really close by. I don't know if they're moose or whether they're something else. Yeah, I think that wood cracking might have been them running away. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, we can't go too much further in this direction because we're almost in that land that we can't hunt in. There's a moose right there. It's an adult female. Okay. Adult male, but that's only a 1-star trophy. That's no good to us. Some more over there. That's a 1-star. It's a female. It's a young male. How far away are they? 190 meters, yeah. Let's carry on heading down towards the river because there's no point in stalking those. I don't know if they hang out in groups or whether they're solo. I think the encyclopedia says that they're solo animals, but those three seem to be having a little hangout party, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, so I can't find the moose, but there's some wild ducks landing over here, so I'm going to switch my objective to this. I don't know if you have to have the objective attached. I don't know if you have to have the objective activated to be able to work towards it. But I'm going to take my couple of shots at the duck here, or at least one shot at the duck, and then what we'll do is we'll wait for the moose's feeding time, and we'll come back to one of their drink zones. So where are these little quackers? There they are. This sight's pretty cool. Up to a 16x. Damn, I missed. That was a poor shot. I should have done better than that. Pretty sure I didn't hit anything. Oh, there's a moose there. Didn't even know there was a moose there. Well, never mind. The hunt continues. Okay, so there is sound analysis just in the distance over there. There's a moose. That's only a 1-star. There's a young female there. What else is around? Okay, wait, see if these guys calm down. And I'm gonna see if there's any more with their group. Okay, so they've calmed down, but I don't see any more in their group, so it's not what we're looking for, unfortunately. Okay, so I've just unlocked a new perk called Like a Ghost. I haven't really paid too much attention to the perks in the game, but as we're not having much fun finding any animals to hunt, let's see what this new perk allows. Like a Ghost, 15% less noise when moving upright. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so we are building up towards our senses. Anyways, let's continue until we hear another sound. Oh! What the fuck? Okay, so I just got attacked by an animal. Well, that was slightly terrifying. I didn't even know this was a thing in the game. I have no idea what it was, but we're back at the lodge and we're starting over. I'm wondering if I should switch out the 22 for a shotgun. And then if I see a group of ducks flying, I can just fire off a shot at them. Okay, so I think I'm going to get a shotgun, a 16 gauge shotgun, or even a 12 gauge that can fire these. Because I think this would be perfect for shooting at groups of ducks if we come across one. And then we can switch the 22 for a shotgun and see if that helps. Oh yeah, there is a moose just through there. But it's only a 1-star. I don't trust this moose. I think it's going to charge me. Yeah, I had to take that shot. I just didn't, after getting charged last time, I just didn't trust that it wouldn't do the same thing. So, yeah, I had to take a shot. I hope I got it in the right place. Okay. So, obviously it was a hit, but I'm going to have to go find it. I just didn't want to take that risk again and have to go back to the lodge and start again. So let's go stalking for the blood trail. Now where? Okay, I think that's, yeah, next one. There we go. He's over here. So, how did we do? Got him through just the, well, both lungs. So we need to be aiming, where do we need to be aiming for ideally? I guess it's just, if you want to get him in the heart and the lungs, it's kind of like there. I actually don't know the best place to get them. I'm guessing it's somewhere around here. All of these things need to be learned. So it's kind of in front of where the leg is and kind of down low, but not where this bone is unless we have a very powerful firearm. So let's take a look at the overview here. We've still got a good hunt rating, which is good. Health 53.6, which it's okay, I guess. And then the hunt here and the trophy. I don't know what a good trophy score is. I'm not sure. We'll sell this one anyway. We won't taxidermy it. We'll offload it and then we can buy a better weapon later. Okay, so finally we've come across some ducks, I think. They're fairly close. So let's grab our shotgun. I don't know if this is going to work or not. This is a pure experiment. I did do some reading in the encyclopedia and found out that the smaller the number for the gauge, the more powerful. Or the bigger the bore. Let's see what we can hit. See if we can get a better angle on these. Too far away, I guess? I don't know. Don't know how the shotgun works, clearly. And I've scared them off. Oh dear. I should have stuck with the 22, shouldn't I? At least I know what I'm doing with it. Anyways, let's go down here to this zone. We'll analyze it and we can come back later. Hopefully they'll return at some point. Spotted, or I can hear some more wild ducks, so let's see if we can have better luck this time. Not quite sure the range of the shotgun. Maybe we need to be a little closer. We were only 50 meters away. It did say, although it did say when we look through the site, it says the zeroing is 25 meters, so maybe we need to be within 25 meters. Let's see if we can get a little closer and figure out how the shotgun works. Okay, they're coming into land pretty close. I don't think they could have landed in a better position. They're literally right there. See, they're not quite close enough. They're still too far away. We need to get a little closer. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if I got them or not. I'm really not good with the shotgun, so let's take a look. Okay, looks like I got one. Oof. That doesn't look too positive, does it? I think maybe we should switch back to the 22. Let's see. What did we get? Okay, so unfortunately it wasn't more than 0.8 of a kilo. It was a small duck. So yeah, animal weight 0.73. I think we're better off switching back to the 22 so we can hunt ducks down. I'm not quite sure how to use the shotgun in the sense of hunting ducks, but trying to get within 25 meters of them is kind of difficult. Okay, some ducks over here, so let's see if we can get at least one of our 2 mission prizes, or mission targets rather. Don't see them just yet. Oh, there's a 2-star trophy duck over there. Wonder if we can snag that somehow. Scared them off. Oof, got one. I have no idea what that was, but let's go find out. I had to do it. I have no idea even where it fell. So let's go see if we can locate it. This is when you really need... Oh, I was about to say, this is when you really need some kind of retrieval animal, but I found the duck. Wow, straight through the neck. Okay, I got flesh right through the neck. Okay, so let's take an overview. Damn, only a 0.74. Well, we'll sell it, and we'll keep hunting. Okay, here are some ducks. See where they fly into. Where are these guys off to? We're going to chase them. Okay, they seem to just be flying laps. So I think pot shot in the air might be the way to go. Of course, as soon as I say that, they scatter. But actually, I think that's a good thing, because they've just landed. So, let's get stalking. I think we have a pretty decent angle on them right here. So, it's a 1-star trophy. It's a 1-star, 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 2-star. Okay, he's on his own, that's my target. So, facing right towards me, I can't really miss, can I? Yeah, that would have been, if I'd have missed that, that would have been pretty bad. Okay, so 39.6, all flesh, overview. There we go, 1.5 kilos. Nice. So that's 2 of the 3. So I guess now, well, we can just stalk them by following them, right? That's how we got them. That's how we got down here. By following this group of ducks. So let's follow them back where they came from. I don't know where they went. Okay. Well, I'm going to continue running up this way, see if we can find another flock of them. Okay. I want to try and get these wild ducks before it gets dark, if I can. Well, not all of them, but just one of them. I just want the one for the last duck for this mission, so I'm going to keep an eye on them. And hopefully they decide to land soon. Just sneaking through this bush here. I think once I get to the other side of this bush, I should have a pretty clear shot. They must be behind this ridge here, which isn't ideal. But if I can just be patient and get the right angle on them, then I should be able to pick one of them off. Looks like a good angle. Let's see what options we have here. Either of those two at the back, that one there maybe. We've got a couple of... So that guy there is a 2-star. So over by the bank. I think it's this guy that we're looking for. Okay. Pretty sure that second shot was the same one as the first shot. So I had to fire 2 shots. But let's go check it out. Okay. Was that the same? I'm not actually sure if it was the same one. Well, yeah, maybe the first shot missed completely. I'm not really sure. I thought I hit with the first shot, but not quite enough to wipe it out. That's why it took off and then kind of stopped. But maybe it was a different duck. I don't know. Anyways, we have our... It's a 2-star trophy. There's a 2-star duck, so that's good. Maybe the first shot went into the water, but it doesn't explain why the duck kind of took off and then lost its ascent. I thought there would have been 2 in here for hitting it twice. Okay, so let's sell the duck, and we have completed the mission, finally. So I think what we'll do is just head back to the lodge and just see what's going on there, and then where is the lodge actually? Oh wow, it's right down here. So yeah, we'll go back to the lodge and see what the result of completing that mission is. I have to say the lighting in this game is absolutely incredible. So let's see what the result of that is. Go to our email. Okay, so we've done that, and then we have another one. Okay, so we can accept that. I'm not going to do it in this episode, but we'll take a quick look at the map, and that can be something for the next episode. It's fairly close to where we are, but that can be something for the next episode. So thank you for watching. It was an interesting episode. We got hunted, and we hunted some ducks, and we got scared and shot a moose that I thought was definitely going to charge me after being hunted the first time. So yeah, a fun episode. I hope you're enjoying following along. If you are, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will be back soon for some more hunting shenanigans. Until then, bye for now.